Well, the dogs are excited. Look at that. Alright, we're going to head out here for a little while. I don't have a long time today because I have to be back into town. Today's opening night for the melodrama that I have a little part in, which is why I'm missing half the beard. Got my breakfast of champions, oatmeal. I also got a couple of things. Somebody sent me a selfie stick to try, which I'm going to try. Thank you. And I'm going to try the 50/50 double insulated thermos to see how well it does at keeping drinks cold when it's hot outside. Just see if it's not a better way to carry water than water bottles. I personally don't like the hydration packs, the bags that go in your backpack 2 different times, once in the winter and once in the summer. I've had them rupture. The one in the winter left me soaking wet from chest down and below freezing temperatures, and the one in the summer left me with no water. So I don't trust them anymore. I mean, I guess if you hike on flat trails and don't ever have to squeeze between anything, you're probably fine. But after the second time, I decided those bladders weren't for me. So I usually use water bottles and that works good, but I thought I'd try this, see if I couldn't keep the drinks colder longer. And anyway, I'm gonna go try and hit a spot out here that's just a mesa off of where a lot of people already hit, but it's one of those ones looking at on the map, it might be something people miss. So for the 3-4 hours that I got, it'll be about right. And this will be the first time really taking the dogs back out since Zoe got into trouble. And so I'm gonna have to get her back in before it gets too hot too, but she seems to be feeling a lot better, and so I'm gonna go give it a whirl. Let you know if we find anything. I feel good, Zoe? All right, I'm dropping down this hillside here. I'm gonna try and cross this canyon, get up onto the next bench. I didn't find anything yesterday in the little bit of time that I had. I just had a good hike with the dogs. But I'm coming down this canyon right here, about 1/3 of the way down in. I run into this right here. Up above here, there's nothing. Right here is actually where it comes right up out of the ground. I'm pretty careful about where I drink. I don't typically carry a filter or anything to sterilize the water, but a place like this right here, I wouldn't hesitate to drink from that right there if I needed to. That's been filtered and come up right out of the ground. These days, you got to be careful where you're drinking water, because cattle and beavers and everything, you wind up with cryptosporidium or giardia or something nasty you don't want. But you find a spot like this where just right where it comes up out of the ground at the source, and that's about your safest bet. And it's usually really good water out here. But I'm gonna try and get over here across the canyon, see if we can't get into some antlers today. Woo! That's cold. It's about 1 billion degrees everywhere else in this canyon. That water coming out of these springs right here is cold. And this is the first time I get to use that selfie stick. Thanks, Mariah. Now let's see if we can find some antlers. Show you something here. come up on these little ridges like this, on these little points, and it's really common to find just chips like this. Now, chips like this, those aren't natural breakages in rock. That was chipped when somebody came here and needed an arrowhead to replace probably one that has been broken while they were hunting. And if you look right here, oh, what's that? Right here, look at that. A broken arrowhead, just like you'd expect. I don't know if that means it's crude enough they could have broke it while they were making it or working it out, and it just snapped while they were in the process of making it. That'd be my guess on that one. But there's flint chips all around this little knob here. Somebody came here a few times, it looks like, and re-tipped an atlatl dart, probably, from the looks of it. Cool stuff. All right, here we go. We're getting up a little bit earlier to hit the desert. Got Braden here with me. Shed hunter extraordinaire. Lives about 100 yards from my front door, and this is our first time shed hunting together. What are we going to find today?
I'm going to find a 200-inch set.
Okay. So he's going to start with a 200-inch set, and we'll see where we go from there. And we're always climbing. All right. Well, I've already spotted one, but it's clear back where I came up. It's in a bush right about here. I can just see the base of it sticking out. So I got to go clear back over there. Braden's got a small 2-point he said he found, but we're both on the board and we ain't been up here 5 minutes. This one over here looks like it might be a decent antler, so we'll go see. Oh, it's a set. They're both laying here, one on the ground, one in the bush.
What was that?
It's a brown set. They're both laying here, one on the ground and one in the bush. Looks like 3 by 3. Just a medium-sized buck. Decent one.
Cool.
Yeah, I couldn't have been. When we split up, we were maybe 50 yards from this, but you just couldn't see it from that side. All right, here's the first chance to actually use that selfie stick as a tripod. Braden and I split up right here on the top of this hill. He went around that way and picked up a 2-point already. And I glassed down off through here, but from this direction I missed this, and I got clear back over there on that bench across and saw this base right here from clear over there. I didn't see this one right here till I got here because it's so low. It's behind those bushes over there, but he's 4 by 3. Not a giant, but it's a good way to start the day. There we go. We're headed right down there, the base of that tree, right there. I glassed up a antler. Looks like a big chalker. We'll see. Oh man, it's shrunk a lot. Knew it was a chalker, but I wouldn't have come down off of that mesa top for that thing. Oh well, it's an antler. You know, I hear a lot of people scared of snakes. And you're wise to be at least cautious around them, but for the most part they just want to be left alone. Ain't no sense to be killing them or hurting them or even really afraid of them. Most people that get bit are being stupid. But this guy's just trying to get up out of the heat. Braden just found a good one. Nice.
Yeah.
It's been there a while too.
Yeah.
You can sure tell that there was a good herd of deer in here 10 years ago, but very few in here now. All these antlers we're finding. Turn around and see the ones on your pack. All these ones we're finding that are so chalky. Kind of sad there's not very many deer in here anymore. Just wanted to show you this right here. This is different style than I'm used to. There's a rectangular, oh, I don't know if that's going to be like a storage chamber or if that's what it would be, but if you look right here, it's got to be some sort of a dwelling because there's a little worked piece of flint. It's kind of cool to see a different style of dwelling than you normally see. Normally they're circular for the basket makers and the pit houses and that. See the flint chips here? It's clearly some sort of a dwelling. This would be something probably 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years old in that time period. Although it's definitely different than the ones you normally see. There's another one. Level 3. Alright, well, it's starting to get too hot to be any fun, so we're going to head back out. I think we ended up with 7. I found that set, and then 3-point and a busted up 4-point. Braden found 2 2-points and that big 4, so not a bad day since he was only out a few hours. It's fixing to get up probably close to 100 degrees today, so we're gonna get out and call that a day. Thanks for watching. Click subscribe and like and comment if you got anything you'd like me to do or talk about, or anything you'd like to see, or something you like or don't like. Appreciate all of you. Have a good day.